Next Level Mindset bringing you another powerful and positive video. Let's talk about 3 limiting misconceptions about life's purpose. I want to share my experience, things that I've corrected, and if you stay with me through to the end of this video, I'm going to share an extra bonus, power tips, something off the script. You do not want to miss this. Let's get into it. If you're watching this video right now, this is your confirmation that your life is purpose on the next level. But there are some things that we've been taught all wrong. These are just a few that stood out for me. Let me know in the comment section which stands out most for you. And if you're new here, my name is Stevon. Thank you for checking out the channel. So the first limiting misconception about life's purpose is that it has to be something that is big and world changing, right? Think about that. We always think about how it's going to change and liberate the world. And it took me a while to realize that we're already touching somebody's life. Your life right now, you never know how important you are to somebody in this world. And so when you think about your life's purpose, doesn't necessarily have to be something being famous. I used to think that about my career as a recording artist. I used to think that I had to be out there on the red carpet doing something big. So it took me a while to realize that our life's purpose, when we're living out our purpose, that's just a misconception, something that we've been taught all wrong. The idea that your purpose has to be life-changing, affecting the whole world, doing something that is major in this world, that is a misconception about your life's purpose. I want to encourage you and inspire you. You can be fulfilling your life purpose, doing something that's so small to somebody that can be major to somebody else. You never know how important your life is. So it's not true that your life purpose has to be something major, changing the world. You'll find out that you are really the only world that really needs to change. And even if your purpose only influences your life, you just never know. That might just be enough. I remember when I first started getting back into my music, I had went through a emotional breakdown and everything, and it was really a tough time in my life. And when I first started getting back into my music, I had the opportunity to start playing music for this one organization, a small church in the wilderness, and it was just a small thing. But I realized that that small opportunity was me fulfilling my purpose. Didn't have to be a world-changing event. Just a small thing could be so many things to somebody else. So keep that in mind. A small act of love, a small act of kindness, just something from your heart could mean so much to somebody else, giving you the opportunity to fulfill the purpose that you have to fulfill in this life. The second limiting misconception about life's purpose is that you have to know and understand all the intricate details in advance. One of the main things that held me back for so long fulfilling my purpose is that I thought I had to have all the details. But I found out that this right here is giving us the opportunity to research, investigate, learn as we go along. That the only detail that I really need is to know that I'm leaving the old, going towards the new life that I have destined for my life. Even if the only detail you have is that you're done with the old ways of life, that's the only detail that we really need. Even in the ancient texts and even in the Bible and different scriptures, their leaders and their masters wouldn't always know the final details. They were being led by the Spirit, right? And they would say to themselves, and they would have the Spirit connect with them and let them know. You'll find out later on. More details will come later on. And for me, I found this to be true even in my life. There's certain things that I'll know certain details about, and going on by faith, fulfilling the goals, taking that next step, not really knowing what the outcome is going to be, not really knowing all of the details. And if you're the type that has a leadership mindset, you'll find out that you won't have all the details all the time, but you'll know the next step, taking that next step, going to the next level. If you're part of the family, you already know that's how we like to do it to get it done. Next level mindset in everything that we do. And the third limiting misconception about life's purpose is that you have to have certain credentials to make it happen. And there are those who tell you you have to have certain diplomas, you have to have all your I's dotted and all your T's crossed, right? They'll tell you that you have to have histories of being a winner in everything that you've done. I want to let you know you're already a winner just by being here in this earth, just by manifesting and expressing your life. Only thing that you ever have to win is self-validation. You do not have to be validated by somebody else. It took me a long time to realize that. It took a long time to just come to the mindset that fulfilling my purpose, I don't need the credentials of this world. I don't have to have everything lined up, validated by this human society. And that the Spirit of God within me, that great I am, is the only validation that I ever really need. So keep that in mind as you begin to fulfill your purpose, expressing your destiny. That is a limiting misconception. It limits a lot of people because they think they have to have that credentials from mankind. The only credential that you ever need is the credential of the being of God within us, the great I am. Now, before we get to these extra PowerPoints I wanted to share with you, just want to give you a little bit of my new song behind the scenes. It's entitled Without You. Just had to share that with you. Might want to subscribe so you can stay up with that. And you already know about my brand new single already out, Nobody. It's streaming everywhere right now. Your music is streamed. Go to Spotify, put that on your favorite Spotify playlist, and grab your copy from the Amazon site. Do that with the links in the description. If you've enjoyed this so far and it's giving you value, do me a favor and hit that like button. The algorithm signal will let other people know this video, this video. It'll let them know it's worth watching if you hit the like button. Thank you. So this first bonus point that I want to share, when it deals with purpose, we always think about God and we take that word for granted, right? We always think about God and religion and spirituality, and we take those things so much for granted. So when it comes to fulfilling our purpose, living out our dreams, is it possible to have a new definition, a higher understanding of what God really means? And for me, I had to realize that when we talk about God, we always talk about God as we understand God, God as you understand God. In fact, I talk about it in my book, Still Destined for Greatness, we were talking about who you really are within, your oneness with God and the great spirit of the universe. And when I speak of God in these pages, it's important to envision to mean that the God of your understanding. And I go deeper into that about how you can make that connection on your own. I would love for you to grab a copy of that book with the link in the description. Take that home with you. And it's about the God that we know and understand, the God that we connected on a personal level. And another thing to keep in mind as we're living out our purpose, one of the problems that we'll face is, how do we know when we've found the purpose and the destiny that we have in this life? I want to share this video with you right here, 5 signs to let you know you have found your purpose. I think that would be a great video for you to watch next. So check that out and enjoy it. Gotta show some love for my subscribers and return viewers. You are the life of the channel. I really appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching. Stay blessed, stay positive, never give up whatever you do. Until next time, I'll see you on the next level. Peace.